going to start with a short improv.
The red switch.
Hello.
Yay.
I was going to start with a short improv of letting everyone know that the Red Sox were losing. But now that I find that Adam is singing duets and show tunes, I'm starting to learn that he may not care so much. So, on that note, I guess we'll stick to the script. Anyhows, I'd like to thank and welcome everyone for joining us on this joyous day for Adam and Mary's wedding. It's great for Adam and Mary to be surrounded by their closest friends and family and celebrating, to this point, the biggest day in their lives together. Mary, you look absolutely stunning in white. Adam, you look like a deer caught in headlights. Just keep smiling for those pictures, okay? This is a day that will never be forgotten by anyone in this room, although details may become a touch blurry after a few more drinks. Enjoy the open bar, that's why we hired the photographer. It's truly an honor that I was asked to be Adam's best man, and I'll do my best not to embarrass either one of us too much over the next 2 minutes. I would be remiss, though, by not starting the toast by thanking Ronnie, Ed, Fred, and Hannah for throwing such a beautiful affair here at the Woodbury Jewish Center.
Yay!
Everything has turned out perfectly, and although the party and the ceremony are amazing, they are both dwarfed in comparison by the bride and groom's happiness on this special day. I would also like to acknowledge 4 very proud grandparents in Jenya, David, Kayla, and Helen. It's really amazing. I congratulate both families from the bottom of my heart, and you are all very lucky to have the ability to now turn 2 families into one. I cannot believe that this joyous day has finally come upon us, and I'm faced with the daunting task of giving a toast to send these 2 amazing people off for our life together. Now, I've known that I've had to give this talk since Adam asked me to be his best man many months ago, and despite fair warning, I managed putting off writing his speech until the last possible moment. I mean, never put off tomorrow until what you can do the day after tomorrow. I just kept telling myself, don't worry, Ben, it'll just come to you. Week after week passed with no avail, trying to conjure up the proper words, anecdotal stories, not so funny PG-rated jokes, and tales which I know are 100% inappropriate and likely incriminating in the court of law or public opinion. It truly took every last ounce of self-control to not tell some of the chronicles of zwirn. It is truly the stuff that legends are made of. So then where do I start? I was just going to wing the talk with a couple of talking points and quickly realized I would end up with nothing more than 45 seconds of mumbling, perhaps some intermittent voice crackling. I knew I needed some serious help in writing this toast, but was unsure as to where to turn for such guidance. Well, one's first natural inclination would be, of course, the internet. Now I know what you're thinking, Ben. I thought the internet was just for porn and fantasy football. Well, you're right, it is, especially for Adam. But I swear to you, I literally typed best man speech and marriage into Wikipedia. At first, it seemed like a really good idea, and that I'd beaten the system, but I just kept thinking of the episode of the TV show The Office. I don't know how many of you watched the TV show, but in it, Michael Scott, the dim-witted star of the show, says, Wikipedia is the best thing ever. Anyone in the world can write anything they want about any subject, so you know you're getting the best possible information. As I stared at the computer screen, I realized that I'm totally outmatched here. How can I attempt to write a speech of such magnitude with the help of something that has never met Adam and Mary? It was at that time that I abandoned the thought that I could possibly use any sort of cookie-cutter speech to ease my way out of this public speaking disaster. I have so many fond memories of time spent with Adam and Mary that there really is no way I could do their relationship or my relationship with either of them any justice with words. It is impossible for them to really know how much they both mean to me as individuals and as a unit, and it was at this time that I essentially felt no pressure at all. So however tangential or discombobulated this talk may end up sounding, the ultimate goal here, other than not sounding too stupid, is to let everyone know just how much I love these 2. I guess I can start by giving the quick version of how Adam and I became best friends. It all started back in the spring of my senior year of high school prior to attending Lafayette College with this clown.
Woo!
I had attended a barbecue for prospective students and their parents and struck up conversation with a nice boy who was not Adam, from New Jersey. He was a nice kid, but definitely lacked the raw sense of humor and connection that both Adam and I share. Of course, my mother wanted me to live with this nice Jewish boy, and much to my dismay, recommended that we live together. I ended up talking to the kid once or twice on the phone, eventually realized this was not who I wanted to experience my newfound freedom with. I had envisioned a different partner in crime, one with a similar sick sense of humor and a knack for causing trouble. So I ended up having to essentially break up with the kid, saying, I'm just difficult to live with, I don't think it's going to work out, blah, blah, blah. Awkward. Okay. Anyways, I ended up getting my new roommate assignment with some kid from outside of Philly by the name of Adam Zwirn. When my mom saw the name, she immediately assumed he was German and her worst nightmares had come true. Long story short, 11 years later, I'm speaking as his best man at a wedding in his synagogue. From the second we met, a unique connection was formed that I am confident that will never fade. Prior to Adam meeting Mary, my friends and I always used to make fun of Adam because he lacked satisfaction with whatever was going on at that moment. It always seemed as if no matter what we were doing or who we were hanging out with, Adam was always thinking about what we needed to do next. It was as if nothing was ever good enough to hold his attention. We all know that Adam is still easily distracted by shiny objects and bright lights. Despite this, I can honestly tell you that this all changed when Adam started to seriously date Mary. Adam had matured as a man, never once took Mary or their relationship for granted. Rather than look past his current situation, he began to cherish his current one and became more focused. Adam had changed for the better, becoming a responsible boyfriend while maturing as a man. Because of this growth, I can assure everyone in this room that Adam will become an amazing husband and do everything in his power to respect, protect, and provide for Meredith for the rest of his life. Mary, over the years, you and I have become good friends, both with and separate from your relationship with Adam. I always enjoy spending time with you, and I'm really happy to see that you're starting to catch on to me and Adam's routine. I swear that when we first met, Adam and I could get you to believe almost anything. It's really nice to see that you're becoming significantly less gullible than when we first met, and now you're pretty good at sniffing out when Adam and I are full of it, which is quite often. Please take care of my best friend. I am certain that you two continue to laugh and truly enjoy each other's company as you age together. Adam, you are literally like a brother to me, and I obviously wish the two of you only the best success on all levels in your future together. We have had countless laughs and antics together, and we have reached the point of almost being to communicate and have conversations without even talking. I swear we are on such the same wavelength at times it's scary. Right now, we are both on the exact same wavelength. We are both 100% sure that Meredith is the right woman for you. I give you and Mary my strongest blessings, and I anticipate attending all the momentous occasions you guys celebrate in your future, including childbirths, bar mitzvahs, graduations, but not nearly as much as just hanging out, sitting on our couches, laughing, spending regular time together as we have so many times in the past. I really love you guys so much. So I'd like to raise our glass in honor of the bride and groom and wish them absolutely nothing but happiness, healthiness, and a prosperous future. L'chaim.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Yay. Did a good job. What do you think? How did it go?
It was great. I kind of want to do a we got Ben, yes we do.
Video.
Is that a video camera?
Wonderful.
Fantasy football and porn.
That's what it is.